Nier Automata is a love letter to Japanese game design. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Rafael Gregor, and I'm a digital addict. And this is my personal review of Nier Automata and why it's worth sacrificing a little bit of your adult life to play this truly fantastic game. Nier Automata is a collaboration between developers Platinum and Square Enix's Yoko Taro, both of them having reputations of creating some truly over-the-top gaming experiences that could only have come out of Japan. Saying that, however, I find it quite amusing that despite their reputations, the game is rather tame when compared to previous efforts such as Taro's original Nier, Drakengard, or Platinum's Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising. This tameness is what makes Nier Automata far superior to any games that they have ever produced, feeling as polished as a big, modern Western RPG, with that absurd Japanese charm being the icing. Nier Automata is probably the easiest JRPG for Western players to jump into because it just doesn't feel like a traditional RPG, mixing breathtaking action, screen-filling bosses with excellently paced and varied gameplay while making you care about the characters you encounter. I just love Japanese storytelling and design aesthetic, but most Japanese RPGs just aren't very fun to play. This game, on the other hand, is anything but. You can be discovering new combos, switching it up with tight shooting elements, or go old school with some bullet hell. All of that just happens in between some traditional JRPG quests. But before I talk about anything else, let's talk about the story. So, the story takes place in the distant future, where the main characters, androids 2B, 9S, and A2, are participating in a war that continues in a stalemate. Their enemies are machines created by an invading alien race. Humans have evacuated Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. If you think the synopsis of the story is a bit convoluted, wait till you experience it. It gets far more twisty and you'll quickly find plot holes. But the story isn't as important as the general overarching theme, which is what it means to be human. The topics are brought about by in-game dialogue, by NPCs you encounter in the game world. Every interaction shatters preconceived notions of our protagonist's beliefs that machines just can't feel human emotions, which is kind of ironic as they themselves are artificial. My particular favorite moment, and let this be a warning, spoilers up ahead. Pascal, a non-violent machine who is the caretaker of the last of the surviving children machines from his village, did the unimaginable to save them, employing probably the most epic moment in the game while going against his peaceful, non-violent nature to protect the ones he held so dear. After the battle to save the children, he then discovers that they have all committed suicide. In his grief, Pascal then asks my character, A2, to either erase his memories or kill him. I chose an option that I wasn't presented, and I was actually quite surprised that this worked. I walked out the door because humans don't get those choices, and I wasn't prepared to either erase his memories or to kill him. We can't erase memories of grief. Killing ourselves isn't an option we take lightly. We are expected as humans to grieve and continue living our lives. If Pascal indeed was becoming human, then he must suffer like one. As I walked out the door, Pascal then delivered the most gut-wrenching line ever.
How could you? A2.
I know this was the right decision in my human mind, but why did the game just have to make me feel so horrible about it? This is just one of my highlighted experiences in this game and how it just twists your emotions. But there are some hilarious contradictory subquests. So when I was to escort a parade of machines that march for peace, my mission was to protect this peaceful protest by massacring any other machines who dare attack it with extreme violence. I initially failed the first time because I fell into a ravine. I just found the experience kind of hilarious. The game features a post-apocalyptic world which you are free to explore by either running everywhere, or you can hop onto the back of a wild animal with some bait and ride them to your next destination. There are also quick travel points where you get to your destination faster. Though I wish I didn't do the quick travel so much on my first play, I really missed out on a lot of what the world had to offer. There are lots of little secrets, such as weapons to discover. One cool weapon that I discovered by accident was Noctis's engine blade from Final Fantasy 15. There are a few secrets I haven't figured out yet, but I found 2 secret rooms, and each one of these rooms features an apologetic robot who commits suicide so that you may quickly forget about the secret room. There's no way to access it, which has led to speculation that it is either a troll by the developers or a possible gateway to future DLC. I hope it's the latter, as I feel like I want to explore more of this world. The upgrade system is quite interesting. You can either buy or acquire chips, which lets you customize your functionality. Each chip takes up slots. The better the chip, the more space it takes. You can pay to fuse chips to get higher rated chips, which will then take up even more space. Fuse diamond chips to get a new chip that doesn't take up as much space. My recommendation is to buy as many slots as you can, and when the characters Devila and Popula pop up in the resistance camp, purchase the auto collect chip. This will allow your characters to absorb items without you having to stop and pick them up one by one. Trust me, this will save you heaps of time. The upgrade system can also give you extra abilities, such as this cool one where you can freeze time when you perform a perfect evade, similar to Platinum's Bayonetta. The music is truly superb. I've probably hummed the songs in my head more times than I can count. The game lets you experience any song you discover through an old jukebox. What I found interesting when messing around with it, it'll let you hear different arrangements of the music, such as loud, medium, and soft. This blew my mind, as this meant that the developers have gone through the extra effort of directing the music according to the experience you're having on screen. This is most evident when transitioning into 9S's hacking mode, which is a low poly shmup. More on this later. But during the hacking, all the music turns into an 8-bit arrangement of the background music. There are about 20 plus endings in this game. Ending A being told through 2B's perspective, ending B being told through 9S. Ending C, D, and E furthering and finishing the story beyond ending A and B. The rest are either joke or bad endings. The 3 protagonists, 2B, 9S, and A2, have their own unique playstyles. 2B and A2 are battle androids, and both play somewhat similar, but they are approached differently. Think of 2B as a lightsaber. She's quick, she's agile, she's like a ballet dancer dancing and destroying her enemies. Hitting a combination of heavy and light attacks will unleash some beautiful deadly combos. A2 is a mad dog. Holding down the light attack button gets her to taunt the enemy, making your attacks 2 times more powerful, as well as the enemies. She phases when she dodges, and she has a berserk mode which just destroys everything. She's a beast. By the way, after discovering the berserk mode, I tried to figure out if 2B had something similar. Apparently, when I started the game, 9S asked me to turn on my self-destruct mode, but I was hard-headed about turning it on. Big mistake, as I missed out the best bit of fan service this game had to offer. And now, 9S. I hated playing 9S when I first started. His animation is like an awkward 13-year-old boy playing superhero. Hitting the light attack button makes him sort of just does a funny Avatar The Last Airbender type move with his weapons. He just wasn't fun to watch compared to the ballet precision of 2B. This sort of makes sense, as he's a scanner type android. His special ability is hacking. Hitting the heavy attack with 9S will get him to project a hacking attack. Performing a successful attack will transport you to a low poly stylized virtual shmup representing hacking. I couldn't get the hang of it, and I hated the hacking mechanic at first. I just really wanted him to play like 2B. It wasn't until I was forced to really use it in a battle where mashing the attack button wasn't enough. I kept dying while trying to save 2B. But after the battle, I decided to change tactics, and I really appreciated the brutality of his hacking ability. Maybe it's because I just didn't like his character by ending B, but by ending C, he became far more interesting. I love this stupid Naruto poses because it signified that I had just made a successful hack. With 9S, I became a hacking god. Another aspect to battle are the pods. You start off with 1, but you can equip up to 3 pods. One you find fishing, the other you find in the desert. Each pod has different abilities and can be equipped with loadouts that help you in battle. The loadout's effectiveness get exponentially better when you upgrade your pod. Having so many aspects of battle was a bit daunting at first. Shooting while attacking, hacking hacking, changing pods while dodging, and healing at the same time. This game will make full use of every button on the PlayStation 4 controller, and by the time it's over, it'll feel like second nature to play like this. Unless of course you're playing in easy mode, which lets you equip chips that will just ruin all the fun, but that's up to you. Nier Automata. What a ride. Looking at all the game mechanics, it's obvious that Nier Automata is a love letter to Japanese game design. It's an RPG, an action beat 'em up, a bullet hell shmup, with references to visual novels, platforming, and just general Japanese design aesthetic. This game is perfect for gamers with short attention spans. I believe this collaboration has given both developers the best game either have ever made. There's no other game like it anywhere. In fact, I've gushed over this game so much that I completely forgot to mention if this game is worth fitting into your adult life. And yes, it is. It's an easy game to integrate into your adult life. I lost about 3 days of sleep trying to play it. For a game with such a melancholy story, the world and the game mechanics just help you escape into this world where you just kick so much ass. This game easily helped me relieve a lot of stress, and I would definitely recommend using this game to escape your adult life for a little while. But be warned, I avoided this game for about a week, but the moment I put my hands on the controller, 5 hours passed by and it was already 2 AM. Move over, Bayonetta. Nier Automata is best girl now. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my personal review and how I fit it into my adult life. I'll be reviewing more games in the future, while I try to figure out what I'll be doing with my channel. If you like my reviews, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have other games you would like me to review, mention it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be reviewing Persona 5 when that comes out in the next few weeks. Another game that will probably be taking a chunk out of my adult life, but I'm totally looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.